Hello, YouTube. You know who it is. It's Kelcat. Been around for a long time, man. You know, couldn't sleep, man, so I want to make another video real quick, man. I just want to say this, man. Let's talk about looks real quick, okay? What makes or break you as a looker, okay? Now, I can say for myself that I am a 6. When I was 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, I was a 8. And I can say this. Why? Because all the women that I went through in my 20s. Now, the thing is, let's get down to the nitty gritty about looks, okay? Your eye area will make or break you. Okay? If you go check out Face and LMS, right? Face and LMS. Go check out some of his videos. He breaks down the things that make you attractive in the face. That's why when people come around my channel and they say, well, I'm ugly. Well, if I was ugly, I wouldn't be getting any pussy. You know what I mean? You got people on YouTube that said that haven't even been on dates. I mean, they haven't been on dates. They haven't even been, on the dating market at all. And they're like 1, 2, 3s. You know what I'm saying? They can't even get a sex partner or a girlfriend. Now, I done hit down to like being a 3 as a guy. But since I work out and keep my body in shape, that brings me up to a 6. I'm not very tall, but also I have a really good eye area. Women tell me so. You know what I mean? I don't listen to people who have bad mouthed me in the past and they come around to my channel and they tell me I'm not a 6. You know what I'm saying? I don't listen to them. I take their words, like a grain of salt. Like it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? I listen to what women tell me on the outside. You know what I mean? I have hunter eyes. I don't have round buggish eyes. I don't have weird looking eyes. As long as I keep the fat off my face, I am a fairly attractive older man. You know what I mean? The numbers of women coming my way have slowed throughout the years, but I'm not at the fucking bottom of the well. You know what I'm saying? Like where it's fucking dry and shit. No, there's some fucking moisture down at the fucking bottom of the barrel, or there is like some water, not just moisture, but there's water at the bottom of the well. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of niggas out here, they are dry. They are dry. When you think about it, Oreo Man has never had no pussy throughout his 20s at all. Matter of fact, he says he's still a virgin and shit. So, but that wasn't the case for me, man. I went through a lot of fucking women in my 20s. It slowed down because of the internet and because of my age when I got into my 30s. You know what I mean? But, I'm still having sex. I'm still active with women. I am still putting my dick into women. You know what I'm saying? So I can't be that fucking hideous. You know what I mean? So even when a female comes around to my channel and says, well, you're hideous, but that's your opinion. The bitch that I'm fucking now, she don't think so. She think I'm handsome. You know what I'm saying? So I know that I'm not bad looking as a guy because I'm still getting choosing signals versus when I was overweight and I had a lot of fat around my neck. I didn't get no special treatment from women at all, dude. I went through fucking years of not having that good feeling from women, especially the super attractive ones. You know what I'm saying? When I was doing Uber, and I was overweight, and I hit on the chick. She was a white girl. I hit on her, and she didn't like it. You know what I mean? So she went to go tell Uber, you know, that I hit on her and shit. So Uber called me up and told me not to do that, but I was kind of pushy too. You know what I mean? I asked her twice, hey, you sure you don't want to give me your number? And I sat there with with a bunch of fat on my face and shit, and, overweight, and asking her out. And she just took that as a fucking insult. And like I said before, I got into like fights and clubs and stuff. Women just treated me like I was like a goddamn piece of shit when I had that fat on my face. You know what I'm saying? But then when I lost the weight and I started doing Lyft, right? I hit on a few women and shit, man. They didn't like fucking like run the Lyft and say, did I hit on them and stuff like that. They were flattered and shit. So there was a difference when I lost the weight and when I had the weight on my face. You know what I mean? There's a different reaction from women when you have, a better looking face versus when you got a bunch of fat on your face, and they just, when you hit on them, they take it as an insult. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I noticed that there was a difference, you know what I mean, when I fucking dropped that weight, and women had totally fucking changed their tune about me. And all of a sudden, I'm getting more women talking more to me, you know what I mean? Before, they used to get into the car and be quiet as a fucking mouse and give me one word answers. That's how it was when I was fucking out of shape and fat, okay? That's how it was. So I never pay any attention to people coming around my channel, especially on a few people telling me that I'm like ugly, especially coming from a hater ass female, just one female coming around to my channel, and then a hater ass dude that follows me and shit like that comes around and tries to give me some motherfucking mouth, you know what I mean, and then turn around and give me some motherfucking uplift and shit like that. Like, man, you don't have to uplift me, man. You know what I'm saying? I know you following me all the time, man. You following my channel, though. You coming around to see what I'm doing. I'm not coming around to see what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I never pay any attention to motherfuckers on YouTube or trolls or anything, because I get treated with respect as long as I keep the fat off my face nowadays. I'm older. Yes, some of my looks have faded. I'm not going to lie. It has. I noticed there's a fucking huge difference between now and my when I was in my 20s and shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get treated badly when I was in my 20s by women. I mean, some women like fucking, wrote me off or whatever. The high caliber ones, the ones that was 8, 9s, and 10s, they fucking like, wrote me off. But the fucking 5, 6s, and 7s, they found me sexy. They liked the way I look. I had girlfriends in my 20s, but there was a period of time where I gained a bunch of weight and I didn't have no girlfriend for like a long time, man. 13 years, didn't have much. But I did have sex though in that period of time. You know what I mean? It wasn't like I was dry for 13 years where I didn't have anything. I had only a few women, like a handful of women in 13 years. So I'm not that hideous. If I was hideous, I would have had 0. Because there's a lot of niggas out here that are not getting that. You know what I mean? So I wasn't at level 0. I was at level 3. 1 out of 10, I was at fucking level 3. Some niggas they're at level 0. They're at level 0 and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, when I look in the mirror, I see an older handsome man with dimples. I got dimples. A lot of guys, when they smile, they don't have dimples. Dimples make you look cute, okay? When I smile, I got dimples, so, and I'm very easy around the eye area, you know what I'm saying? So when dudes come around and they tell me, all that in the face, Kill Cat, I'm better looking than you, and I'm an incel. I said, well, if you're better looking than me, then you should be getting pussy. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm getting pussy. I'm getting younger women hitting on me. The chick behind the front desk, the chick at the front desk at the 24-hour fitness, man, she gave me all sorts of fucking cues and signals, man. She smiles in my face. She makes good eye contact. You know what I mean? She stares at me with the dreamy eyes. That shit make me feel good, man. It makes me feel like I'm still desirable. It makes me feel like I'm still desirable, and I still got some of that sexiness that I had in my 20s. It hasn't left me completely, nigga. It takes a long time for sexiness to fucking die off of you, man. As long as you take care of yourself and you don't like drown yourself with alcohol and like eating bad foods and stuff all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as you stay in that gym and keep the fat off, you will always get pussy. But I feel sorry for some of the guys out there that don't get pussy at all, man. I feel sorry for Oreo, man. I feel sorry for Heed and Secede and shit like that, man. I feel sorry for these guys because these guys ain't getting nothing. At least I'm getting something. At least I'm busting nuts on a big ass, a big fucking Thai ass. The girl I'm fucking with right now, she's Thai. And if I would have had a bunch of fat on my face, I wouldn't have this broad. You know what I'm saying? And you think about it, look at my sister. My sister, she's pretty. I mean, you ain't seen my sister. You guys ain't never seen her. But she married and she got kids and stuff like that. But she's pretty. She got her own little orbiters and stuff that circle around her. She got her own orbiters. Even though she's not, even though she's married or whatever, she still got dudes chasing after her. You know what I'm saying? It's my other sister. She was the ugly duckling. She was the one who had a gap in her motherfucking tooth. We never had gaps. You know what I'm saying? She was the only one with the gap in the family. The gap in her teeth. You know what I'm saying? So, we, as a family, we wasn't ugly people. My other sister that has a gap in her teeth, she married. You know what I'm saying? My half sister married. You know what I'm saying? I got a nephew. He get pussy on a regular basis. He not a bad looking dude either. He a big dude. You know what I'm saying? He's like what, 300 pounds, 5'9". He a big dude. He still get pussy because he has good facial features, dude. You know what I'm saying? I don't come from a family of ugly people. That's why when people try to tell me that I'm ugly, I be like, what? I may be older, but I'm not ugly, like to the point where like, I'm not getting any pussy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a 3 as a guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a 4. I'm not a 5. I'm a straight up 6. I'm gonna straight up say that. You know what I'm saying? Because I still attract females, and I can tell when a female is interested in me, man, when they look me in the eye and smile. You know what I mean? It's the goddamn weight that I deal with, every single day. It's a fucking battle. You know what I'm saying? To keep this fucking weight off. I recently gained like 7 pounds, and you guys can see that shit in my face just recently. I don't like that video, the video that I made about defeating your family demon or whatever. I don't like the way I looked in that video. but it was a bunch of water weight on my face, and I have been slacking in the gym. I've been going like twice a week, you know, you know, and it wasn't even 3 times a week I was going. It was just like, I was slacking, and now I'm back on it now, and plus I'm on the juice, so you know, you know, I'm back on the juice again, so I should be cutting more weight, and by the time fucking December and stuff come around, man, I should be looking better, in the face. So, but the thing is, I don't have a double chin. I don't have an ugly eye area. A lot of dudes, they got ugly eye areas. And they're not attractive. And I listen to what women tell me on the outside world. This is not a joke. I'm not kidding about this. Some women do find me attractive. I can tell by their behavior when I approach them. When I approach them, they smile. You know what I'm saying? When I was fat, not a shape, right? They would like close off to me. They wouldn't say anything to me. They would treat me like crap. They would have an attitude toward me. You know what I'm saying? Back when I had the fat on my face. You know what I mean? So it's a battle every day. It's a struggle to maintain sexiness, man. You can't just let yourself go. You have to maintain daily exercise 3 or 4 times a week, 4 or 5 times a week if you want to be a champion, 4 or 5 times a week. That's champion fucking days and shit. And I was going to go to the gym this morning, but I crashed my car, and fucked up my bumper and shit. So, I'm going to stop going. I'm going to stop leaving the gym so late. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't see that fucking curve and I fucked my car up. That comes from driving tired and shit. So, I stay in the gym for about 2 to 3 hours, dude. I go in there and I bust my ass to maintain the sexiness and keep women interested in me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go back into incel, dude. Not by force. You know what I'm saying? Not by force. I don't want to go back to being sexless and depressed and horny and just hating myself. At one point, I hated myself, man. Couldn't fucking lose the weight. I was going in the gym, but I wasn't really working that hard to get the fat off. It's all about that hardcore fucking sprints, hardcore training. It has to be intense for me to keep the weight off. That's my body type. I have to sprint, turn that fucking treadmill up to a fucking 100 and run my ass off as fast as I could for 30 seconds, then walk uphill and then do it again. You know what I'm saying? And again and again and again. Sprint about 6 or 7 times, 30 seconds a piece. That's a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I have to do that. And I have to break a goddamn sweat on that treadmill. Make sure when I get off that treadmill, I'm sweating like a pig. Straight up. Sweat just pouring down my face. So it's a battle. It's a battle every single day, man. And, it's getting harder every year to keep the weight off. I have to not eat sugary snacks all the time. If I do that every day, I'll start to chunk up. So yeah, I'm that hunter eye guy that Face and LMS said. I'm just gonna call God Face. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna put the LMS shit up in that bullshit, but I'm just gonna call him Face. So, yeah, so if you go to his channel, you'll see that he was talking about the hunter eyes. You'll see what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So I get pussy. It's not like how I want it, but I do get pussy on occasion. So that says something right there, that I'm not like ugly. You know what I'm saying? It's so competitive out here in the Bay Area that you really have to stay on top of your game if you want to get pussy. You can't chunk up. You can't chunk up. You can't afford to chunk up. You know what I mean? And the ratio is really bad out here in the Bay Area. That's the reason why I'm deciding to move next year. I'm moving out of the California, man. I'm gonna see if I can figure out. I might move to Oregon where Wood's at, man. I might come out there, man. You know what I'm saying? We could meet up for a beer, man. Even though I don't really drink, but you know, shit, man. I might come out there and check you out, dog, or somewhere else. I don't know, but I'm getting away from California so I could get more pussy, man. Because if the pussy's coming in drops, then it's like, come on, man. I know if I move to Oregon, then the pussy gonna sprinkle. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have more bitches coming at me. You know what I mean? So out here, you know, you really got to be on top of your game, especially here in California, the Bay Area, or you're gonna get no pussy. Me, I be up on top of my game. I'm focusing on my talk. You know what I'm saying? My mouthpiece. You know what I mean? And that's what's going to get you females. It's just that confidence, you know what I mean, out here. For a long time, I had a lack of confidence because of the way women treated me when I was fucking, like, overweight. So I wouldn't even approach them. I wouldn't even look at them. I wouldn't even look at their asses when they walked by. That's how bad it was when I was overweight and women would treat me like goddamn shit, man. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, I'm going to end this video. You guys have a good day. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a like and a comment. Click the notification button so you will never, ever miss another video from me. And I'm out.